everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Barfin. I'm a doctor of physical therapy and I specialize in lymphedema and cancer rehab. In this video, I will show you some hand strengthening exercises for chemotherapy-induced peripheral neuropathy. Certain chemotherapy agents can cause peripheral nerve damage, which are the nerves located away from the center of the body, such as in the hands and feet. Typically, the initial symptoms of peripheral neuropathy is numbness and tingling in the hands and feet. As the condition progresses, you may feel your symptoms spreading up your arms and legs. In later stages, pain, muscle weakness, and balance impairments may also develop, all of which can increase your risk for falls. When it comes to upper extremity, you may have difficulty using a pen to write, signing your checks, holding your keys or pills, and buttoning your shirts because of pain, numbness, and muscle weakness. So in this video, we're going to go over some hand strengthening exercises using a therapy ball. I typically recommend getting a few different levels of resistance. You can always start with the easier resistance, and as your symptoms decrease and your strength increases, you can level up the resistance. You can also use a soft ball if you want to focus on dexterity and coordination, and use a firm ball if you want to focus on strengthening. If you can't find a therapy ball or if you're unable to purchase one, you can also use a tennis ball, a stress ball, towel, or a dense foam as a substitute. First, we're going to start with power grips. So we're going to hold our ball in our hand with our wrist neutral. We're going to go ahead and squeeze the ball for 3 seconds and slowly release it. 3-second squeeze and slowly release. 2 common compensations I usually see with this exercise. Number 1, extending the wrist, which can actually cause wrist pain. So make sure your wrist is always in a good alignment with your hand aligned with the forearm. And when you're releasing, just make sure to release it slowly instead of letting go suddenly. You can repeat this exercise anywhere between 2 to 3 sets of 10, and each time you can hold 3 to 5 seconds. I typically recommend starting with 3 seconds, and over time you can increase your holds to 5 and even 10 seconds. Next exercise is pinch. We're gonna go ahead and hold the ball between our thumb and our other fingers with our fingers extended. From here, without curling our fingers, we're gonna go ahead and squeeze the ball between our thumb and fingers. We're gonna hold for 3 seconds and slowly release it. This exercise should not be painful, and although it's common to feel the muscles in our hands and even in our wrist working, we shouldn't feel any strain. The same thing with this exercise, we can start with 3-second holds and increase the hold to 5 seconds, and you can do this anywhere between 2 to 3 sets of 10. Next exercise is thumb slide. We're gonna hold our ball in our hand again with our thumb on the side facing up towards the index finger. From here, we're gonna go ahead and slide our thumb as far as you can go, and we're gonna slowly bring it back. Again, we're starting with our thumb on the side. We're gonna go ahead and slide it over as far as you can go and slowly come back. With this exercise, these are the muscles that we're targeting, so this is where you should be feeling it. Although you're gonna feel your muscles over here working, it should not be painful. So if you're feeling pain, you may be moving your thumb a little too far. So just go ahead and move it as much as you can so you're still doing the exercise within your pain-free zone. And again, you can do this exercise for 2 to 3 sets of 10. Our next exercise is finger squeeze. This time we're gonna place the ball between our index and middle finger. Remember to keep the wrist in neutral so we're not causing strain on our wrist joint. We're gonna go ahead and squeeze the ball between our index and middle finger just for a second and then slowly release it. This exercise in general tends to be harder than the others. That's the reason why I typically recommend starting with 1 second holds. However, if you can hold longer, you can start with 2 or 3 second holds. You can do this for a set or 2 sets of 10, and when you're done with the index and middle finger, you can move on to the next, which is the middle and the ring finger. As you move towards your pinky, you're gonna feel the exercise getting harder. So if you need to switch to a softer ball, you absolutely can. And the last exercise is another pinch exercise. This is very similar to our first pinch exercise, but this time we're gonna start with our thumb and index finger. We're gonna keep our fingers in extension, so they're going to be straight. Again, try to relax all these muscles here. We're gonna go ahead and squeeze the ball as much as you can without feeling a strain or pain. You can hold for 2 to 3 seconds and slowly relax. Again, you can do this for 2 to 3 sets of 10. Once you're done with the index finger, you can move on to the middle finger. So you're gonna be holding the ball between your thumb and middle finger this time, and the rest is the same, keeping your joints as straight as you can. You're gonna go ahead and squeeze the ball as much as you can without feeling strain or pain. Hold for 2-3 seconds if you can, and slowly relax. With this exercise as well, as you move towards your pinky, you may feel the exercise getting harder. So if that's the case when you're doing this with your ring or pinky finger, you can switch to a softer ball to make it a little easier. For this exercise, I typically recommend patients to do it a set of 10 with each finger and then starting over again. However, if you want to do 2 to 3 sets of 10 with one finger and then switch to the next, you absolutely can do it that way as well. So these are some hand strengthening exercises you can do to regain your muscle strength. If you know anyone who can benefit from this information and exercises, please feel free to share it with them. And if you want to see more videos like this, don't forget to subscribe below. Thank you so much for watching and hope to see you in another video.